This year's Longford Agricultural Show was held in the scenic Ennibegs area of Longford on local man Jerry Hagen's farm. The annual event in its 119th year has been a highlight for locals and visitors alike, and this year's show was even more memorable.
My name is Charlie Murphy. I'm from Edgeworthstown in County Longford, and I'm chairman of the County Longford Agricultural Show. This year we're celebrating our 119th show. Go! Go!
Anne Devlin and Seamus Quinn, along with many other volunteers, most notably Declan Nerney, were out early getting things in place. While farmers were getting their animals washed and groomed before their showing, judging was already underway in the craft tent.
How are you? My name is Cynthia Cruz and I'm Craft Secretary of Longford Show, and at the moment here we have everyone is coming in with all their craft exhibits. We're just giving out the envelopes with all their class cards, and they go to their different sections and display them all.
And in terms of judging, who's judging?
Oh, there's 5 or 6 different areas, and the same with judges. We start around 10:30, so everything has to be in by around 10 o'clock, and we go around it and check that all the classes are in the correct order and class cards are all visible and stuff like that. Anyone who isn't here, we give them a little phone call just to see are they on their way or are they not coming. Then we can close the doors and start the judging.
I'm Anne Howard and I'm here from Newtown Forbes, and today I have a couple of little entries into this show. One of them being some duck eggs and some tinted hen eggs.
And can you tell me, in your opinion, what is it that makes a prize-winning egg?
Well, now we'll have to ask the judge, but I guess no blemishes, nice and clean, and no cracks or chips in it. And maybe that the 6 eggs in the display are the same size.
Oh, right, they have to be the same size.
Yeah, you'd want to choose from about 12 eggs to get 6.
So you're getting a bit like Tesco's, everything has to be standardised.
Yes, I hope so.
And tell us, do any competitions ever actually crack the eggs open to have a look at them?
I don't think so. I've never seen them do it here in Longford Show.
Hello, my name is Daphne Barden. I'm a beekeeper in Clondra, County Longford, and I'm here at Longford Show today with honey in 4 different classes. So I have entered honey for tasting, light honey, medium honey, and the best frame of honey.
Can you explain a little bit more about the 2 different classes of judging, the tasting and the other one?
So there are many different types of honey. The light honey comes from a different source than the medium honey, so we have 2 different classes for light and medium honey. Then we also have the best frame of honey, which is really difficult to produce because we have to let the bees fill the frame completely, which doesn't always happen. And then the honey for tasting is just whatever our favourite honey that we've produced that year. So the honey that I've brought today is horse chestnut honey. So different times of the year we have different sources of nectar that come into flower. So for example, clover produces a lovely honey, dandelion produces early honey, then the bramble is out at the minute, so the bees are foraging on the bramble, and horse chestnut is one of the darker honeys, which is very nice to eat. And then at the end of the year we have the ivy in flower, which produces a very distinct type of honey as well. And probably one of the most popular honeys is heather honey. Heather honey is very different to runny honey because heather honey sets in the jar and it is very thick and it's almost jelly-like, so it's very difficult to produce. So that makes it a little bit more expensive to purchase when you're buying your honey. But when you buy your honey, if you buy it off your local beekeeper, that's the best source of local honey, which is the best for you because it contains local pollen, and that's best for your immune system.
Ian Manning is my name. I'm a member of Lake County Beekeepers Association in Westmeath, and delighted to put a few entries in here to Longford Show. Up to stiff competition, as you can see. There's quite a bit of gear here, so the winner just won't walk away too easily.
What is a winning piece?
The winning piece, you see, it's all about When in honey, you want clarity. It has to be clear. When the judge looks at the jar, he doesn't want to see a bee's leg in there or a bee's wing or indeed a lump of pollen either. While the pollen is a plus in my view, but it's not supposed to be in the jar with the honey. You buy a jar of pollen if you want pollen. So let that clarity on the frames here, the judge will decide.
Hello, my name is Mary Casey and I'm here at the Agricultural Show exhibiting my window boxes, hanging basket and wildflowers. Preparing for this for the last 6 months. I plant my own flowers, I bring them on and then I rearrange them as I like. I do a colour coordination on an annual basis and this year I'm doing red and white, which is two of my favourite colours. I spend a lot of time in the evenings gardening as I have a very sedentary job, so I enjoy when I come home in the evenings to get into my garden, to look at my flowers, to feed, to deadhead, to change something about if I'm not happy with it. And that's where I get most of my satisfaction. And it's lovely to see your arrangements afterwards in comparison to do ordinary everyday housework. In this particular competition, they're looking for either a good quality black turf or a good quality brown turf. And here is what we describe as a good quality brown turf. It's well formed, it's light to handle, and it's in good shape, and it's not crumbling or falling to pieces. So it has dried well, but then again, we were very lucky with the type of weather we've had.
And is it about looks, or is it about, I mean, will that turf burn better than other turf?
That turf will burn better because it's a light turf. It has completely dried out. As to handle it, you can see how light it is. So all the moisture is gone from that. But it's still fresh. It's this year's turf. So it's a very fresh turf. So it'll be next year before this turf is good to burn.
Now that's called foot and turf, is it?
Yes, box foot and turf.
Sophie, is this your turf?
It's your turf, Sophie.
Yeah, it is.
She's very fussy now. She has to have it right.
Oh,
That's
right.
Good shape with sod of turf.
We used to have to go to school on a Saturday. What do you think? Would you like to have gone to school when I was going to school?
Would you go to school on Saturday?
You would? Oh, very good. In trying to avoid some mouth-watering cakes and tarts, we spoke with the Riley family about their entries in the craft section.
Hello, we're the Riley family. Thomas, Lisa, Ellen, Mary, Anne and Bernard.
And can you tell us what you're exhibiting here today?
We're exhibiting cards, handmade cards, decorated wooden spoons. We have honey, we have wildflowers in jars, we have raspberries and we have turf.
My name is Veronica, otherwise known as Bonnie by all my friends, Carr, and I'm from Kilbeggan, and my passion is amigurumi, and the definition of amigurumi is Japanese toy making using the method of crochet, and I'm definitely hooked on crochet. So this is my entry today for Longford. I come to Longford Show each year and I put in my entries, and I've been lucky so far, so hopefully today I will have luck again.
And is it a different type of crocheting to, let's say, what most people would know?
It is a little different. It is very precise, and it's mostly worked in in a single crochet stitch, and you have to give it full concentration.
Yeah, I notice now, and I know very little about it, but there are less gaps in it than, let's say, normal crochet. Would that be?
It has to be tightly crocheted. It has to be exact to produce a perfect item. No gaps.
And is that what judges will be judging as well, or?
The neatness, the uniqueness, and if it stands out. You have to have something that stands out to win these shows.
And you know, I think that definitely stands out.
Well, hopefully.
Back in the cattle and sheep sections, we had a chat with some of the exhibitors.
James Tague here, show commercial cattle.
Very good. And obviously you've gone to a few shows.
Oh yeah.
And what's the point of exhibiting at shows?
To win.
And what will that do for you?
Not a lot. Break you.
Will it break you?
Definitely.
And does it make money for you in any way, shape or form, or is this purely for the love of rearing cattle and breeding them? And
It's just purely for the love of showing and breeding cattle and getting out meeting people. And
yes, and when you bred these cattle, you obviously got a pure breed, is it, or whatever? How did you go about this particular
Belgian Blue
type?
limousine crosses.
Right.
Yeah.
And what you did is you crossed them. You got a bull or whatever, or did you do insemination or any of that sort of stuff? No.
Oh yeah, they were AI.
Oh, AI.
Yeah, and embryoed. And
it's all AI, is it?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. My father used to work on a bull farm. You know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Not many people know that.
No.
Now tell us, what are your hopes here today?
Actually, look, we'll compete and see. Hopefully, we'll get on well.
Right. And have you achieved anything so far in any show?
No, this is our first day out now this year. So.
Right. And last year, did you win anything?
Oh, we did, yeah.
Loads?
Well, we won't say loads, but we're thereabouts.
John Klein.
And John, what have you got here exhibiting today?
I have a bullock and a heifer there. An old-tooth heifer and a two-tooth bullock. Charities.
And what are you hoping to achieve today?
Well, it's like my own Crow Park.
You're living in hope.
Same.
Yeah. Very good. And what do you get from exhibiting? Or
Sure, look, it's a day out.
It's a day out.
Keeps me going.
Is there any economic reason that you would be?
Well, not really. No.
Not really. No. But I presume there are some people here, and they would be showing, exhibiting for economic purposes. In other words, to get a better name.
Oh, they would.
Yeah.
They would. No, I'd be just showing and.
Very good.
Linda Flanagan, Strokestown. These are my two animals here today. A lot of work and preparation goes into preparing for local shows, but it's a great family day out. These two animals have a lot of work done at home before they got here, been trained for walking and shaving and everything else.
And what are you doing here now? So carry on.
Here at the moment now I'm applying some...
do a bit.
Applying some foam to give the hair some lift and condition to help hold the soap and have them looking their best on their day out in the ring.
You have two daughters with you?
I have my two daughters, yeah, Rebecca and Isabella. They're here helping out. It's a whole family effort. Great way to keep the family involved in events and keeping our local shows going.
Very good. Have they much interest in farming?
They have a good interest in farming. They grew up, they're born, bred and reared into a farm no more than I am, so it's bred into them.
And do they do agricultural science in school?
No, my oldest daughter is in college in Sligo. She's doing home economics.
Very good.
Teaching. And my younger girl is still in secondary school, but showing a keen interest now in the showing as well.
Very good.
I'm Shane Coben at Longford Show today, and I have a soft tax here and I'm doing it up for the show, and I'm hoping to get somewhere placed around with some of my sheep here today.
Does it involve much work for you?
It involves a good bit of work, getting them prepped and getting them good looking and everything. And
my name's David Craig. I'm here in Longford Show to show taxel sheep and commercial sheep.
And what is distinctive about this type of sheep as distinct from others?
They've good milk, they've good conformation, you get away lambs quick to the factory.
And if I looked at this sheep, what makes them different to any of the other sheep around?
The good sharp head, the black teardrops and the black snout.
Very good. And this young fellow over here, is he a farmer?
Oh yeah, he's up and coming, yeah.
Very good. And, do you have many sheep or many cattle? Oh ho! I'm on Rory.
Hi, my name is Gay Parkinson and I'm the national judge here for the horses show jumping.
And what exactly do you do for today? What is your role today?
My role today is judging the horses show jumping. If they have one fence down, that's 4 faults. If they stop, that's 4 faults. If they have a second stop, that's 8 faults. And I have to calculate all this. And in some of the competitions, the second round will be timed to determine the placings. And I will have to time them then. If they clear the first round, they'll go into the second round, and that will be timed.
Very good. And your overall sense of where this, the horse jumping is going, is it better than it was? Are more young people involved? Is it the same? Or is there, more enthusiasm for it?
Nothing stays the same, but I think this kind of show is so valuable to our young people and our young horses. It's these agricultural shows that bring in the locals rather than, the centres are fantastic, especially for the professionals. But I think this type of show is brilliant for the locals and encourages them in. And you'll actually have locals come just to watch, more so than you'll have at the centres. It's brilliant for the community. I walk the course to make sure that everything is safe. Safety is the biggest priority nowadays. And I check that no mistakes were made, that if you see the back poles on parallels, they're safety cups. And if a horse hits them, the whole thing will fall, so that neither horse will get hurt or hopefully the rider won't tumble off.
Girls, are you not able to brave it?
Hi, I'm Leela Oakman. I'm here today at Longford Show. I have a small hunter who also does the working hunters as well. So we're here and we're hoping to win.
And what's involved in this competition?
In the small hunters, it's where you kind of go around the ring, walk, trot, canter and gallop, and then you're pulled in by the judge. Then the judge rides your horse, gets a feel for them, and then you're brought back in order who they think is the winner. And then with the workers, then you do your jumping round, the judge rides them again, and then that's based on a marking system.
So how are you feeling today? Confident or?
Yeah, confident. Yeah, my horse is good, so hopefully he's good today and keeps up the good work.
Very good. There's a lot of work involved, a lot of commitment.
Yeah, there is. Now my mum helps out a lot because
So when you say mum helps out a lot, does that mean she does most of the work?
She does half of it.
Does she get up early in the morning, or do you get up early in the morning?
A bit of both,
Yeah.
And the morning of the shows now I'm the one up earlier, but yeah, it's a team effort.
Very good.
Hi, how are you? My name is Deirdre Dardis. This is my 2-year-old filly. Her name is Derry Moore Tyson's Diamond. She's out of Tyson by Golden Lariat mare, and she was bred by my dad here, Tom Jones.
And the braiding and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah.
That's just for competition, I presume?
It is. Hopefully she'll go on to jump.
And the showground was bustling with activities and entertainment for people of all ages. The live stage, a focal point of the event, featured an incredible lineup of talented performers, including Stuart Miles, Breeder Shaughnessy, Cale Joe, Seamus Farrell, and the highly anticipated Dancing with Ger Butler. The Main Street Singers, a choir made up of Ukrainians living on Main Street in Longford, also performed. Craft displays and trade stands showcased local artisans and vendors, offering a variety of handcrafted goods and products. For those with a passion for culinary delights, the show hosted a cookery demonstration by award-winning Fiona Egan. Attendees learned new recipes and cooking techniques while enjoying Fiona's expertise and delicious samples. Rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me,
train. Hey, 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 mama, ride me. That's it. Grab your partners, let's go. Was born to be a fiddler in an old town string band. My baby plays the guitar, I pick the banjo now. Oh, the North Country winters keep getting me down. I lost my money playing poker, so I had to up and leave. I ain't going back to live that old life no more. Everybody, sing with me. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, any way you feel. I say, hey, 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 mama, rock me. That's it now. Yeah, rock me, mama, like the wind and the rain. Rock me, mama, like a southbound train. Hey, 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 mama, rock me. Ooh. Oh.
Very happy with the results. The location was brilliant. The weather wasn't that kind, but it could have been worse. Our Kilo GA friends parked the cars across the road and they did a magnificent job. And then we had lots of sponsors.
I think the cattle and sheep was a major success. To give you an idea on numbers, we had approximately 260 entries in the cattle classes alone. I feel we ran one of the safest shows that would be throughout the country. We ran a sheep wire fence on 4 sides of the perimeter, 50 metres by approximately 100 metres, that kept our whole livestock area safe from the public. God forbid an animal would have broken away or hit a child or a buggy, whatever. We kept everyone segregated, and from that aspect I think everything ran smoothly. Again, the sheep, I think there was about 150 sheep entered. Fantastic show sheep. Exhibitors came from Limerick up as far as Donegal, so we were over the moon with how that went.
Whether you were interested in music, entertainment, arts and crafts, or simply enjoying a day out with your family, the Longford Agricultural Show had it all. Make sure to mark your calendar for next year's event when it's announced. Thanks also to Frank McGrath Photography for the use of photographs in this report. If you are interested in having your show covered, give Hugh a ring at Hot Country TV. Finally, we leave you with a collage of participants and volunteers without whom these events could not take place. This is Mick Conlon wishing you well, and we'll see you next reporting from the Mullingar Show.
My name is Deirdre Toll and I'm doing MC for the day here in the cattle rings.
Very good.
And my name is Niall Canning and I'm Stuart in here alongside Deirdre as well, so learning from the best.
Wow.